get special attention. Yeah, from me. She said that. It's in her video. She says it. It's not AI or nothing. She said it.
Well, I have not said anything, but I will say this. That day in court, she plainly stated to the judge, I never said it was him. I have other uncles. So yeah, y'all take that and think about it.
That's one of the reasons I took her to court, was to get it out. I took her. She didn't take me. Because you heard her complaining about, they freely went in there and can get a court order and make me appear and everything. And because,
Please keep this video going.
I don't see how they can do it. I went in there without a lawyer.
Yep.
And I sat in front of the judge. Said I never done it. And the judge asked her about it straight up. Have you said this about him? She said, no, I did not ever mention his names. I have other uncles. I bought her clothes. My mother could not afford the clothes for her. Because she was having to pay everything for her because her daddy did not help her. And I tried to confront him about that too. That's one of the things that was between us. He would not help Mom with her.
Get rid of Howdy. Bye, Howdy. Keep going. I got it.
Mandy, what makes you think I done it? Every time we was in, I didn't come in alone. We was in. Cindy was with me. Cindy was at the house with me. Always somebody else was around when she was around.
They were never left alone, even when they lived in this house. And I will say this. If he truly done that, why would she beg for over a month, calling him repeatedly every day? Have you talked to Cindy? Have you talked to Cindy about us staying with you? Why would anybody want to be around their abuser if that was true? Answer that. Because it's not true.
She illegally used my vehicle. No insurance on her.
I know, Miss Webb. I know she wants attention. All right.
I don't want the attention.
Angie, what is your question? Thank you, Miss Kim. Angie, what is your question? I come on here to make friends. I'm not on here for the clout, the money, none of it. I've been doing the Afghans for my mother-in-law. So, yeah.
This is to get the stress off of Cindy. Everybody keeps asking her, what are you doing with a person like him? What are you doing staying with a person like him? The thing is, she knows it's not true. I know it's not true. I had a face-to-face with her dad and talked to him. I said, what has she told you? And he told me. And then later on, it comes up. He told me she pops up with something else. I said, well, why didn't she tell you that the other time whenever she talked to you? She's making stuff up as she goes.
Yep. To get more sympathy and more attention on here.
He doesn't know that she just accused him of it. I haven't told him because he's been sick. He's been in the hospital. I'm thinking of my little brother. He wouldn't do it. I said, Jim, I trust you around my daughters. Because, I tried to hold the same standard. You should trust me around yours. But the thing about it was, we bought we would go to Burlington Coat Factory in Ontario Mills Mall. Look it up. It's one of the largest ones out there. We would find clothes that fit her and everything. We knew her sizes. I could get a $58 pair of shorts for $6.
Or a $200 jacket for $30. We bought clothes out there and brought them back to her. We bought school supplies. When she got 16, oh, wait a minute. I put a down payment on a car for her.
She totaled it.
Totaled it. Then I put a down payment on another car. What happened to that one? She wrecked it too.
Look at the pictures of the house. She'd say, I'm cleaning house. It's nobody's fault but hers, the situation she's in. We've got the court case where we want it. She said we lied in court and everything. Just like, what? How can we have lied in court this time? Ain't heard nothing about any of that. She didn't want it known. The judge told us to be quiet, but she keeps violating, the thing, because I heard the judge before tell her to get off of TikTok. Told her to stay away from it. What's she doing? She's still doing it. She committed perjury. And I asked the judge, I said, she just committed perjury. I've got evidence.
But the judge, he does not want to sit through hours and hours of watching videos of her. He has better things to do. Frambrose, somebody asked me today, did I think that she is mentally unstable?
Her dad says she is.
At this point, I believe it. She's going to need help.
Says she is.
Yes.
Now, let's clear up something else. Her stepfather is the one that had the stuff on the PlayStation. I didn't even have one then. Had the stuff on the PlayStation. She would go in there and find it, and she would go complain to Mom. She would go tell my dad at that time and tell my mother. My dad doted on her.
That was his little angel. That was Hassel's little angel.
He's the one that physically threatened to her mother that, I'll do something to her or do something with her. He was mentally unstable. She had a half a lung. She was constantly on the oxygen and stuff. She could hardly breathe. And if you got near her whenever she was before the oxygen, you could tell something's wrong with her because you actually think she's dying right in front of you.
Unaliving. Okay.
No, that's not unaliving. It's,
I know, but it's that you have to say that. All right. Should not have told Kate. I believe that. Your dad.
That was one of the boyfriend stipulations.
Your dad threatened to do something to her. Brenda, what are you talking about? Whose dad?
If you're talking about my dad never threatened that little kid. He doted on her all the time.
Yeah. Whose dad?
I think she's talking about mine.
Did Hassel threaten to do something to the stepdad?
Oh yeah. He didn't like him. He was a sot. And a lot of older people knows what a sot is.
How many whiskey bottles did we find in that house when we started redoing that house in the front porch?
Whiskey bottles is nothing. She's had like 5 bottles for oxygen and her tubing and everything sitting there in the living room. 4 feet away from it, there's an 8-inch ashtray that looked like a volcano with cigarette butts.
And y'all know you're not supposed to smoke around an oxygen bottle. So yeah. Let me clarify something. I went to DCS earlier this week to get a copy of his and my fingerprints, our background checks. One of the ladies up there recognized me from when I helped another girl with her 4-month-old child. Whatever.
Yeah, the stepdad did threaten to do something.
I am not using tobacco. I'm talking about it. Yeah. Anyway, the woman recognized me. She said, "Didn't you help so-and-so?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, I did." She said, "And now you're helping this boy." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She said, "What is your last name again?" And I told her my name. She said, "Are you related to?" I said, "Unfortunately, yes." She asked me how the kids were. I said, "Don't get to see them." I said, "I've seen a few pictures and that's about it." I said, "Other than that, they look healthy as all get out." She asked me flat out, "Are you okay?" I said, "I'm fine." I said, "It's kind of irritating that we don't get to see the kids." I said, "Is there a chance for her to get them back so that the family could start seeing them again?" She said, "No. The case is closed." DCS or CPS has already closed the case. They literally have to take them back to court, petition the court to get those children back. Where they are right now is their permanent residence until that happens.
You got to think. Consider this. The freedoms a teenager has. Without having to get married or being childbearing, the freedoms they have. They get to go do this. They get to go play. Get to do everything. She changed that when she had her first one at such an early age. It stopped her. She was forced to go from one point to another point. That didn't make her a kid anymore. It didn't make her a child anymore.
Public record.
She had the first one. And then it was, and she is a preemie. She was not supposed to have children.
And somebody made a statement. It's a law. You can't close the CPS case for a year. If the parents are not doing what they're supposed to, yes, it can be closed quicker. I'm the aunt. Yes.
The one she calls ex-aunt and ex-uncle.
She did not show up for 3 court dates. So do y'all think she was really trying to keep those kids? No, Amy, I wasn't stalking her.
Yes, I was the one they just blocked me.
What state, Lexi Boo? Because I'll tell you something. She's missed 3 court dates. She's not even got a house. She not doing what she's supposed to. Yes, they can close that case. I've seen them.
Wait, stop. Brenda, Dylan, they showed proof of the class? No, they did not. Because under Tennessee state law and federal state law, the thing is, there is a clause that you have to have a separation of church and state. And if you go under the heading on that
Exit
certificate,
left.
it shows a
Thank you, Ms. Webb.
church. The church has nothing to do with the court systems. That was illegal what the church done. That's why it did not say parenting class.
Oh, Lexi, I know who that was. Okay.
So under Tennessee, there's governing laws for the state of Tennessee, just like there's governing laws for South Dakota or California or whatnot like that. It violates the Tennessee governing laws. Just like with me and going to court, I took her to court. She didn't take me to court. I went without a lawyer again and stood in front of the judge and brought it up about her accusing me of SA. And she plainly sat there in front of the judge and said, I have other uncles. I did not say his name. Then she also turned and looked at me. Did I ever say your name?
She did.
But the thing is, under state laws concerning that now, if you falsely accuse somebody of that, that makes you a criminal because you're trying to get them in trouble for something they did not do. Look it up. It's law.
Well, Brenda, the thing is, with her not showing up for 3 court dates, and all 3 court dates was about the kids. And no, I was not stalking her. I was up there with him, with the boy that's staying here, because he had court the same day. So, yeah. She can say I was stalking her all she wants to, but I know I wasn't. I was up there in court with him.
The woman that went to that church across from the high school, that woman goes down and fellowships at the jail with the female or probably the male inmates too. Okay? But under the state civil codes and everything, they cannot provide court required classes and stuff like that. It's separation of church and state. That's law.
Because I was there, mama of 5. I was in the same courtroom when they called her name 3 separate times. I was in court with him because I had to drive him up there.
We're not lying about it. If a lady goes through the trouble and does the requirements and meets the requirements, I can't say everything's justified by the court system, but you should get your children back.
Just like I get Stan Hill, just like I get blocked from trying to defend myself on other people's lives. They block and mute me, so it's
I just got blocked.
my prerogative.
I just got blocked a few minutes ago.
But the thing is, yeah, I know I do. You don't. If you don't like it, you can leave, Stan. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Mine froze up.
What did?
Yes, she doesn't think she needs it. Her dad even said that. Said she won't admit wrongdoing. She would not even help him unload their trailer over at my mother's house. And if you go back, you'll look. Hey, Stan. If you look, she's walking around the yard on Facebook or on TikTok. Yes, Mrs. Webb, you're right.
Cindy Lou, they're gone. I blocked them. I know you have, friend bros. I want the people to listen with an open mind. For all the twists and turns that she has said, she'll say this and it turns to this. She turns this, it says to this. She has no idea which way her next lie is going to be.
Her blood father abandoned her at a very young age. Her mother passed or unalived at a very young age. My mother never adopted her or had, I never seen anything saying my mother had custody of her, but her dad never took her to, took custody of her.
Stay positive. No, she didn't have a terrible life. She might have been SA'd by her stepdad, but once they were gone from up there, that girl was spoiled rotten. She was given anything and everything she wanted.
We got the clothes at a good price, but they was expensive clothes. They was very top name brand stuff. She wanted a lot more freedoms than my mother was giving her. She thought she was too strict. And she was listening to a young girl across the road whose mother was not strict at all on her. And she was bouncing around from aunt or sister to sister and places.
She had my mother-in-law to turn to. My mother-in-law raised her. Wasn't she living at the house down there almost from the time she was born?
Yeah, where my mother lives now.
Yep. What we're trying to get at, Gloria, is it was name brand stuff, but we got it cheap. We got it at Burlington. We supplied her with name brand stuff relatively cheaply instead of my mother-in-law having to pay out bukus and bukus of money on it. Let me tell you something. This girl knew her name brands too.
Why do I want views? I don't need it. I just don't want her saying my name
Yes,
and
she
me
has,
being accused for
Angela.
something I don't do. I've never done.
Yeah, she's
But
got
my
other
wife
siblings,
keeps-
Amy.
My wife keeps getting harassed because of this mess.
Stay positive. You can kiss my ass. You can leave too. No, I'm not missing the point. I grew up with hand-me-downs. He grew up with hand-me-downs. Material things does not make a happy life. But I will say this. Somebody that loves you, yeah, that is a happy life. Okay? Thank
But-
you, Candy. We're not in it for the views. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the clout. Like I've said many, many times, I don't give a shit how many people are up in that box. I do not expect gifts at all. I get mad at Cindy because she gives me gifts.
People, listen. If she will sit in front of a sitting judge and tell a lie, what morals does she have? I mean, and she swore to tell the truth.
Tina, what I understand, they are in a perfect home, and somebody asked a while ago, can they, where they're at, can they be adopted? Yes.
We don't know all those legalities of it, but it's like the difference of going to eat in a I'm not going to say any names or anything, saying in a very throw together restaurant where, you know, the chairs is torn, carpet's frayed, and there's smells in the air, and the service baskets are empty and stuff like that, than going to a better steakhouse restaurant where everything's taken care of. The kids have stepped up into a better position. We never made a threat toward any of them, but they was led to believe so. And when the mother says she nails the doors closed, all the doors closed at night, if they was a fire,
How they getting out? She just put her children in danger if she done that. So,
and she said this, not me.
Yeah, because I'm getting reported, so all I can say is y'all keep tapping and just keep it going. Mike, just don't say anything derogatory or hateful or anything like that.
What's she saying about me?
I know it.
And it's continuously, it's been going on for years through this unit.
Last year, up until last year, I didn't even know she was on TikTok.
I didn't know she was doing this mess.
No.
I tried to give it a little bit. As people said, just let it lie, and, you know, don't pay no attention to it and everything. But this has been going on for years.
All this rumor, the SA stuff started 2017, right after we took her to court and won.
Thanks, Gray Duster. I understand, but you know
who that is, right?
Well, the thing is, it's also called slander, and that is, you know, an offense.
And with him being a senior citizen and a disabled veteran, that's also a felony. That's elder abuse.
And I've had a heart attack. I got 2 stents in. And do you think I need this kind of stress? Somebody accusing me of something like this?
Thank you, Brittany.
We did take her to court, and she lied, Brendan. Yep. She lied to the judge directly, straight up. And I asked the judge, I said, I want to file perjury charges.
What do you mean, Gigi? No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a felony. By the Tennessee state law, yeah, it's a felony. Elder abuse, whether it's verbal or mental and emotional.
And if you know of it, you are required to report it. No, I'm not being dramatic. I'm being legal.
Mom stuff you can leave too. I don't care.
Yes, the restraining order and the sexual accusations. It was in the demand too, as part of the restraining order.
Yes. Thank you, Miss Joan. Elder abuse is federal, automatically a felony. He's already discussed it with the VA of what she's doing. They're looking into it.
Hey, Miss Dana. I don't know if she's erased everything or not. Who is it? Miss Teresa that posts her stuff?
Yeah, TF. Call her TF.
Okay.
And TF is a good woman.
Miss Tina, we don't know. We cannot say, it's not our position to say anything about if she can or not get the kids back.
As of right now, she can't until she petitions the court, Mike.
That's between her and the court about them.
I know.
Yeah, if you talk to her boyfriend, she just jumped ship on. Yeah, she's back in that neighborhood. But if you check for her previous boyfriend, that, she promised him that Kay would not be in the house, and he was. The only thing is, I wanted my stuff to totally stop. I don't care what else she does. She can go, jump off Savannah Bridge if she wants to and go swimming. But the thing is, I want my stuff to stop.
Kathy, he's always been that way. He's always been that way.
We've done nothing illegal. We've done nothing illegal against her.
Anything and everything we've ever done, it's been through the court system.
Miss Kathy, yes, he is.
I done answered it. He's been that way since we've known him. Since they lived here in 16. Miss Gigi, if it's legal, that means it's right. You don't take somebody to court for something they didn't do. We took her to court for what she has done and been doing. So yeah, it's legal and it's right.
But
would you let somebody go free if they broke into your house just because it might be legal to take them to court, but it might be a 70-year-old man that broke into your house? It would still be legal and it'd still be right. He still broke into your house no matter what.
We wasn't knowing where she was living, or we stayed. We let her live her life. I've got another niece that's happily living her life.
Yep. We do not interfere in their lives. I've got 3 stepdaughters. I don't interfere in their life. I have a daughter. I do not interfere in her life. I have a sister, a dad. I do not interfere in their life, just like they don't interfere in mine. Did you wait? No, I didn't wait. I didn't know the kids were being abused. Or it would have been a lot quicker that I would have gotten involved. But no, I did not know the kids were being abused.
Wait, under the legal thing. Somebody said there, just cause it's legal don't make it right. Gigi, okay, so if we went and took the kids away from her, that's considered kidnapping. That is illegal.
Yes, Bags, she did live with us. And we had to take her to court for the damage she done to this house.
But we wasn't seeing what she was doing with the kids. We wasn't seeing what she was doing with the kids. Whenever we come home, they would leave. And whenever I found out she was using my vehicle, was one of the kids said, "Mama, we taking the gray truck again?"
They don't even know my daughter's name. Yes, Danielle, she did. She called and talked to my husband for over a month, begging, have you talked to Cindy about us staying there? See, it was left up to me. to say yes or no. She called every day for a month.
Well, did she live with you after the alleged abuse? Okay.
Yes.
She says
The
it
alleged
happened when
abuse.
she was when she was a kid. She didn't have this many kids when she was a kid. Now she's in our house with all the kids and everything.
She had 4 at that time.
We was only coming home for 2 or 3 days from being on the road.
About every 2 or 3 months.
We had all new furniture. We had all new appliances. Everything was new. But $800 front door. The glass was busted out of it. This was whenever I got cut off a while ago. Walls had holes in them. Grease marks all over the walls. Bathroom door had one fist hole, and we had some tea. Their bedroom was directly in line with the bathroom door, and we had some teacup or the tea candle glass holders, little round ones. They wasn't 2 inches tall, just hold those little bitty flat candles. There was holes in the wall that perfect. I took one of the holders and put it in it. Mr. K cut his foot on one of the shards of glass. The china cabinet set behind, against the wall, behind the dining room table. The glass was busted out of it. But nothing was wrong with the table and the chairs and stuff. Living room coffee table. Lampshades. I had syrup on my couch where I always sit whenever I come home. My man has his spot he likes to sit. There was pancake syrup there. I said, why is my arm sticky? She was there at that time. She said, oh, I forgot to clean that up. How long do you let something lay on your furniture like that?
Fingernail polish everywhere, magic marker, permanent magic marker everywhere.
Be glad to send you another picture of the recliner and the stuff in her living room.
That's what I'm trying to get at. If what she said was even remotely true, she would not want to have nothing to do with him after that happened. But yet she called and begged for a month to live here, to stay here with us.
Let's do the flip side. Come on, play on the flip side. So imagine if I actually done that. She's bringing another man and children in the house and everything. Do you think I would want her anywhere near me on the chance that might come out?
Thank you, Miss Candy.
I would not have let her back in the house.
Oh, she'll never come back in this house.
I'd have been trying to run from it.
It'll be a cold down hell before she comes back in this house.
Go on the funny little red face on there, Reddit, and take a look at what people's... Go under the comments and look. This is very few. I mean, this is minute compared to what people is saying about her on that website. Well, the problem with her being in that hotel is if she's got no money coming in, who paid for it? Who's paying for it? Miss Smith, Belinda, one should always keep in mind, if you don't see it, how do you know it happened? How do we know, in reference to? Please clarify that. If you're talking about Kay abusing her, she plainly come on and stated it and showed the hole in the wall where he used his hand to do it. And it matches the knuckle prints in my wall too. Hint. And then the sheriff's nephew lived just down the road from me. And he said, Mike, he said, I can tell when you're home. It's quiet up there.
All I can say is those Reddit people are funny as hell.
Ellie, we don't know what their situation is, but he was the one that was used to get her away from another state.
You are funny, comprehensive. You are funny.
Is it?
Because that's all I do. When I sit here and read this shit, all I do is laugh.
China? Hey. I just want my name out of it. As soon as I find out that all of it has stopped about me and everything, hey.
Just keep typing, y'all. Keep typing. I'm having a good old time reading this bullshit.
I'm gone. I may browse through here and follow up on some of the people that's talking about the current state of affairs worldwide, but that's it. I don't even like to, get in this Trump-Biden battle and everything, or come on here and tell me why do you think T is better than B, I don't even do that stuff. I'm too old for that confrontation.
Miss Rosalind, you don't want to go on there. It's just a bunch of trashy people talking trash. So yeah, sorry. It's just truthful. Yeah, trashy people talking trash.
Oh, yeah, Rosalind, just Google it.
Oh, Miss Gloria, thank you. You said it right. Oh, they're having an outer body experience right now.
Well, really it needs to get all their handles off of there and report it, because basically, like I said, it's against the law. And if you know of it, you are required to report it.
Oh my God, I sell trash at the flea market. No, nope. I don't. I sell brand new stuff. If you ever come to the flea market, why don't you come and talk to me if you're brave enough?
It's like the Inquirer, LOL. Inquiring people's inquiring minds wants to know. I believe that's what the statement was. Start with, I don't know how to say it, A-star.
Don't worry about it.
Somebody's trying to figure out how to do it.
I will say this before. Yes, I just shut it off because it's a bunch of bullshit. Those women didn't have a damn thing to do until Ashley got on TikTok and started doing her shit. They didn't have nothing to do. Now they've got pages upon pages of typing and typing, battering people, bashing people, making funny comments about people, making up lies about people. And that's what they do. Because they don't have nothing better to do. I only come on here one time a day of an afternoon to talk to my friends.
And even...
And I'll defend myself to the end. And him, this man right here. I will defend him. If anybody don't like it, they can leave. That's the way I see it. If you don't like what I have to say, there's a door to the left and a door to the right. Take your pick.
A lot of people ask questions on Reddit. Am I the A for believing that I'm
I
in
didn't
the
lose
right?
my friends. They wasn't friends if they stuck a knife in your back. So yeah. And I already know some of them's in here. So
Don't know where else she might have went.
Rick's, I don't give a damn they left. Because they're nothing but two-faced people.
Hey, just let them. It's what they want to do. Choose their track and let them go on. They're not forced into anything.
Thank you, Stormy. Thank you, Amanda. Those are my friends. Yes.
She talks about food and everything else. But
Yep.
as she said, she gets defensive about me. And I'm tired of her being harassed about me when all of that was lies.
Oh, yeah, they're in
Oh.
here. I already know that they're in here. I guarantee I can pick up my tablet right now and bring up one of them, and they're over just bitching and griping
Well, let me
because
say it
somebody
again.
said something.
See, let me say it again. Let me say it for them. Okay? A said in front of the judge and never said, she said, I have other uncles. I never said your name. Now think of what she had been saying about me and think what that was said to a judge under oath. She did not want you knowing that. Because did she ever tell you that? And I asked the judge right after that, I said, I want to file charges for perjury. You should have seen her look at me then.
Well, China, no, I didn't. I've been on TikTok for a while, watching funny videos. Did not know she was on TikTok until somebody sent me a video of where Kay was yelling and screaming at the kids. That's when I knew she was on TikTok.
Oh,
And I've
then,
not been on since 2020.
wait. There's another thing here. Can I ask why did T have a guy from Social Security make a buy off you at the flea market? Well, see, Social Security doesn't work for T. T doesn't work for Social Security. He hauls gravel. And so how is he going to have, that? But the thing about it is, there is a difference in the legal aspects of being disabled. Okay? And the point of it is, she was sitting down 99% of the time there. She doesn't have computer training. She doesn't have any kind of medical training as a transcriptionist or anything. She's lost the job she's known for over 10 years. Therefore, under Social Security aspects, she qualifies for disability. She has not been released from doctors because of her disability, which means she has to be released from doctors for...
China, because I wasn't on here, all I was doing was watching the videos. That's all I was doing. gaining my followers, posting videos and stuff. So, yeah, you could take your ass on. I don't care.
Wait, China. Now, you said, okay, but be honest. Ever since we won the case before then, 2020, it's 2024, that's 24 years. You hadn't been on here that long.
2020?
Yeah.
4 years. And I only got on TikTok last year. So, haha.
2020. This is 2024.
Yeah.
So it's 4 years.
4 years.
Yes. See, we've been dealing with this for a long time. But her living here and her starting these accusations and everything was before this date. And we let it go. I let it go. But I got tired of hearing it from my friends. Hey, such and such is saying you've done this. What? I'm tired. Okay, come on, Amandale. Hateful shit like the other people. Okay, Amandale, let's do this. Okay, everybody, let's get together. I want about 15 or 20 people to say
Amanda. That's Amanda.
Amanda? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say we seen Amanda selling her A on the corner to multiple different.
She's one of my friends. She's one of my mods.
Oh, so she's. But it
she's
says
with
hateful.
me. She's with me.
Okay. Separation of church and state means that the churches cannot influence the making of laws and statutes governing the people. They cannot interfere in state decisions and everything. They're not supposed to. But just like they can't offer a course that's required.
He's learning.
As in, this woman hasn't been trained in this. She's just been a preacher that gave her this class that she's made up. But she's not allowed to do that. She's not allowed to go in there and do that because, there is a clause in there, something about a place of sanctuary. The church is a place of sanctuary. So a criminal can go to a church and appeal to the church, to a pastor, to stand up for them, saying they didn't do this and stuff like that. But it's in the laws. You can look it up. I mean, it's just an easy Google thing. Look up separation of church and state and Tennessee laws. There's Tennessee civil laws too that pertains to it, and that violates it too. The Tennessee civil laws.
I try to make my life about
for the state. It's the
everything.
Tennessee Constitution, Miss Joan. Look up. Each state has a right to govern its own people. But the thing about it is the federal government is trying to infringe on that. So it's in the Tennessee Constitution of separation of church and state. Mrs. Webb, that's very nice.
Shall I read it? Shall I read it? I brought it up. Mama of two, since you can't find it, do you want me to read it to you? I brought it up. All I did was Google it.
What's the
separation of church and state is a physiological and legal concept that defines the political distance between religious organizations and the state. The concept is enshrined in the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, which states, Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion. This is known as the Establishment Clause and prohibits the government from creating an official religion or favoring one religion over another.
So, if they go into civil court and everything and do their courses and everything, therefore they're favoring that church. That violates separation of church and state.
I've not read it all, Miss T.
Read on. That statement covers other things too.
All right. Congress, all right. This is known as the Establishment Clause and prohibits the government from creating an official religion or favoring one religion over another. The First Amendment also includes the Free Exercise Clause, which protects citizens' rights to practice their religion as they choose. The phrase separation of church and state originated with Roger Williams, a Puritan minister who founded Rhode Island and believed that government involved in the church would corrupt it. Williams wanted to keep the government out of religion and prevent chaos and immorality from invading people's consciousness. Thomas Jefferson later used the metaphor in a letter referring to a wall of separation between church and state.
Oh, somebody, Sticky Mickey.
That's you.
Oh, real good. I like
Remember?
that. Thank you. But the thing about it is, there is a lot of legal clauses that's
Yeah, you can find a lot of good stuff on
Written.
Google.
even children can learn a lot of stuff from it for their classes in school and everything. So does that mean that your kids are stupid?
I mean, kids are now being taught by tablets, not teachers. Tablets.
And the only thing they have to do is scan something in, and it's in there for research, and they just log it under, whether it's a separation of church and state, highway laws, domestic abuse laws. It falls. There's everything in there.
Miss
How
Jones,
to
it needs to go.
cook.
It needs to go back to the way teachers needs to go back to the way it was when we was in school. No tablets. You got books. You had notebooks. You had pens. You had pencils. You did your work right there in school, not on a tablet at home.
Even a basic cooking class will tell you not to use a serrated knife on a wood cutting board. Okay. Ignorance, huh? Yeah, really.
Huh?
If you can look up car repair, even a lady can look up some on how to repair a kitchen drawer in
Hey,
their house. That's all under Google.
Hey, I had to Google how to replace my light bulb on my Dodge because on my Dodge, you got to take the inner panel loose to get to it. It don't have no screws on the light housing. You got to go from the inside. Yes, I had to Google it.
But the thing about it is, It's plain. A lot of stuff is plainly stated, and it's there. And if you go to the actual book that the law is in, it's there.
I'm not wanting gifts, Miss Gloria. I'm not wanting anything. Okay, I don't want anything. I just want everybody to have an open mind and listen to the lies that are coming out of her mouth. They change daily.
I've heard her say, I need money for a lawyer. Then I've heard, and well, right before that, not even 5 minutes before that, she's saying, I've got a lawyer that nobody knows about and nobody can find and everything. And I showed him all my evidence, and he's really interested in this and everything, and he's going to handle it. And then less than 5 minutes later, she's saying, I need this and this and this for this so I can get a lawyer.
I have never asked for money. I have never asked for anything on here. The only thing I'm asking for is donations from my mother-in-law, and guess what? She gets every bit of it.
We've not held nothing back.
No.
And right now, at this moment, I am first blood to my mother. If my dad was alive, it would be him. But I'm first blood. I'm her firstborn.
Thank you, Tab. We're not asking for anything for ourselves. We're not. The only thing I've ever asked for is my mother-in-law. And they want to say that, oh, TennCare does this, TennCare does that. My mother-in-law don't have TennCare. She's got Medicaid. Medicaid don't pay for this or this. That comes out of your pocket. That's the only reason I'm doing that on here, is to help her. Because I don't have the money. My husband don't have the money to come out of our pockets to do that for her. Because we're struggling. But I do not get on here and beg.
Sunshine, first blood, my intent on that is I am the closest relative, even compared to my brothers. I am the closest relative. That's what I meant by that. I wasn't trying to say something else or anything, or, drawing first blood. I am the closest living relative as long as I'm alive.
No, there's no court order. Nope.
Nope. But I want you people to understand. Please think about this. If you have to sit down on the edge of the bed, turn all the lights out, and think, if someone or multiple people sits back and think of something totally derogatory of you that is not true, and start slamming it out there, and then everything gets twisted around, well, he needs...
No, my mother-in-law already has a power of attorney. Okay? Over the will.
An executor. She's already got the executor.
Everything's set up. On Medicaid,
Yeah.
Medicare stuff, yeah, they don't pay for them down here.
So let's say, any of you women, a woman is more, they tend to be daddy's babies. So let's say you got 2 sisters, 3 sisters, or whatnot, and something happens, and you find out last that something's happened to your mother. And you don't have a mother, but say you was the last one to find out something happened to your father. How would you feel being his first daughter? And it was way after the surgeries and everything too. So, hey,
Exactly.
you don't have, yeah, Miss Glory. I mean, no, we're not asking anybody to expose, things should be kept quiet of being administrator or executor or, just total, hey, I've got a daughter. That's all. But don't give out any pertinent information. So take care of yourselves. That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm trying to stand up for. I'm trying to take care of myself, but I'm trying to do it in a legal manner so I don't end up in jail for what? Saying something wrong or doing something wrong.
In general, Medicare does not cover tooth extractions or other dental services that is primarily for the health of your teeth.
And that really don't
Try it
make
again.
sense. That
You
don't
have
make
to
sense.
buy, Mike, remember they
Yeah.
had you on there for a little bit and you had
Yeah.
to pay that extra
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
teeth and stuff? Yeah. That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
they,
yeah.
yeah.
I was already thinking that whenever
I was thinking it was part, was it part B, part something like that?
you got B and C, and
Exactly.
I mean it's developed into B, C, K, J, D, Z, and everything else under that stuff. It shouldn't be that
Exactly.
way.
Thank you, Miss Ann. The Advantage plans may, and which it says it does, but she don't have the Advantage plans. So that's why I'm helping her out as much as I can, which I've got to get you to go over and get some more applicants. Well, she don't have the Advantage plan. She can't afford the extra plans that they want to add on to it.
Miss Gloria, make sure you get all the information and get the right person. That's the main thing. Just like I went to the doctor.
Thank you, Miss Ann.
And okay, I'm going to release this. I'm going to say this, okay? I've been going to the doctor about my crush injury. I got crushed between 2 trucks in Germany while I was in the service. And it wasn't until they said, they finally popped up and said, oh, yeah, you have chronic pain syndrome. So they started giving me shots in my back. I went down there and I kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then they started knocking me out and doing more toward the surface up in the outer portion of the spine, shots in there. And that relieved a lot of my pain. Not all of it, but a lot of it. But the thing about it was, my surgeon that had been doing that I done been to him twice. Perfect. I woke up in there, I could walk out alone. I was awake in there and everything. I got a new anesthesiologist and a new surgeon because my other one retired. Guess what?
Hold on, Mike. Miss Gigi, at the present moment, I'm kind of bananaed on getting and texting and receiving text messages. I'll have to figure out a way to get through to you. So I still ain't figured out what I done.
But this last time that I went for it, and it was months ago, and it was months after I was supposed to have already had it.
Tiff's
They
over,
done
you
it to
can
me.
leave.
They went in and done it. Well, when they done it this time, that's the worst I've ever felt. Cindy will tell you, it wasn't until I got home I was alert. They didn't even let me wake up in the room in there.
Miss Gigi,
And
I will.
they said I was making derogatory statements and everything. I don't know what I said.
Okay, Miss Gloria. The thing is, hey, Cher, when I was in there, he was loopy as all get out. And they said he started waking up about halfway through the procedure. They had to give him more. So, yeah, normally he does not do that.
So somebody done something wrong on their part.
QMB. Okay. I will have to get that to my mother-in-law. QMB. Oops. Damn, I'm still using my pen. The one little man made me.
Got an hour and a half.
For what? Oh, yeah. I know.
They don't want the elderly to know about it. Because that'll be more people applying for it, and they don't want that. They'd rather give it to illegals.
Yeah, but the Humana, anything extra you add on to it is going to cost you more. And unfortunately, my mother-in-law cannot afford it on a monthly basis. That's why I've been doing the Afghans for her, so that she can get them done.
So if anybody sees these other people and everything on there, I've got a legitimate thing. I mean, there's new people on here. I'll say it again. She said in court and said, I have other uncles. And I never named him. Then she looked over at me and said, have I ever named you?
My neck cracked when I spun my head that quick.
And then whenever I said, yes, she said my name and I want to file perjury charges, and you should have seen her head turn toward me then.
There, hold on. Mom's in here.
Hello, mother.
Hey, Mom. We're discussing your Medicare. Yeah, we're discussing your Medicare about getting your QMB. Apparently there's something you can add to your Medicare to help with this? Did you see them? See who? She has the original Medicare, see? She don't have the QMB or any of that, or the Advantage. She still got the original Medicare that she's had for years.
Which should have been upgraded.
Yeah. We'll have to get, no, Jane, she don't. My brother-in-law lives with her. My stepdaughter, she's a nurse. She goes over almost every other day or something like that. I have QMB too, but doesn't cover dental. So she's got it. It just don't cover the dental.
Sunshine, I'm gonna tell
You
you.
have to be so much below poverty level to get me.
A year after,
She's on disability, so she's below poverty level.
Yeah, whenever I started drawing my disability, 1 year after that, Medicare automatically done my come in. They automatic come in. They didn't give me any choice. And I'm a disabled veteran 100%, which the VA covers all of my stuff.
Now they do.
I'm under dual full coverage.
We can't. We're struggling right now, Miss Jane. We're struggling. He's on disability. I'm trying to get mine. So yeah, we're struggling. He has no income.
Sunshine, I thought it was a year. I mean, I know it was well,
You got disability July of 21. July of 21. Because I had you signed up real quick. So.
I admit it. I mean, hey, if I said something, I just, there's medicines I take that messes, memory at different times and everything. I'll kind of lose it, and then I have to sit there and think on it, and then, it could have been 2 years. I mean,
He's asked me where his glasses were sometimes.
a bunch of
And
times.
they would be a bunch of times, and they would be right there.
But I've got a certain entity I want to ask some questions to, and see how that goes. And if that goes the way I think it does, then it'll be better. Not for us, but another way.
I'm hoping that we at least got through to some people tonight. Because what is going on is just complete chaos, bullshit. Sorry, Mom. For the very simple fact is, what is being said about him is a complete, absolute lie. And don't you think that his dad or his mom would have not done something? Especially to him.
Thanks, Stacy. But how much, figure, ladies, how far you would go if there's outright lies out there to you. How far will you go? I'm trying to do everything legal. You say, I'll beat her, I'll knock, I'll do this, I'll do that. Well, my point is, I'm of age.
Okay, Kathy, didn't her grandfather hurt her?
Hell no.
His dad didn't. Oh, I know his dad didn't. Hasselhoff on her. That was his little princess. Shayna, would you stop defending yourself if somebody accused your husband of doing that? No, you wouldn't.
Giving her attention when she has people out there, they're saying all this, they're doing all of this, and the court ordered her to shut up about it.
That's the thing, Mom. She's still spreading lies
Now
about
Jim,
Mike.
Yeah, now she's accused her daddy of it.
And her other uncles. So, yeah. Mama of two? What are you talking about? She did not. I heard her in court. State. I didn't say it was him. I have other uncles.
Now listen to that real good. Mama too. I have other uncles. Pertaining to the statement of SA. So you can't say she didn't say it. She said it in a court of law, which is binding under oath.
And we had to raise our hands.
Yeah, look, Big Bull. She stated that on her live, Mimi, at times.
Many times, probably.
Yeah.
Autocorrect shit.
Yeah.
I've gotten pretty good at reading it now.
Oh, they got it from someone else that I don't even know. Ta-da! What you gonna do about that now?
You are using SE? That's what I was fixing to ask Jamie. What is SE? Let's see here. Robbie, his own son, admitted to him doing him. So, and it was told to other people that he done her. So yeah.
A admitted finding P on his PlayStation to her mother, and I'm pretty sure it was my dad and mother too. There was burn marks in the ceiling where he sat there. He said, "I'll burn this place down."
Chloe, you leave that woman alone.
Oh, Chloe, I'm 63 years old. You know what that means? I'm not under my mother's care. Why are you telling me to stop?
Why don't y'all get her to stop? Admit her truths that are lies. You know, tell the truth. Don't lie.
Not corn, but
Rhymes
is what
with.
P means.
Rhymes with.
If state, federal, civil, all court says you have a right to defend yourself
Yep.
against false accusations. A legal right to defend yourself. So why are you saying I don't have a legal right to do it? Come on. Put it out there. Let other people see it. Maybe they'll start making up stuff about you and see how far you like it to go.
See, that's the thing.
Because I'm pretty sure it can go way further and way worse for a woman than it does a man.
Shayna, are you talking about the kids or our court date with her?
Oh, it's not about the children anymore. She's plainly said she's happy they're where they're at. She plainly said that openly, publicly, and everything else. She's plainly happy where they're at. Hey, I seen Miss Brittany, bitch. I hate calling her that. I don't like that.
Well, just call her Brittany.
Hey, Britt. What?
It's giving obsessed. Well, let's see here. Every other word out of the livestock crew's mouth is about my husband. So,
Reese, so that means 15-1. Who's obsessed? Oh, hey.
Jane, if you wanted to...
Cindy.
That's
look
right.
The little symbol beside.
Ree's name?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, you know, the court ordered A to cease and desist, which means she should have told the barnyard crew to cease and desist because they're still spreading everything that A said.
Stop deflecting.
I'm not deflecting.
No. The only person that says deflecting is you know who.
Who's CHS?
Michelle. That's when Llama and them filled her head with a bunch of bullshit.
Come on. Did you ever hear date, time, place, exactly what I did? So, have you ever heard any of that come out of her mouth? Oh, yes, we took her to court. I took her to court without without a lawyer, because I stood up in front of court saying I want her to shut up about this and that as part of the restraining order. And it's still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she does. They're all part of her group. So what if I had a group on here that was attacking you? Who's responsible? Because they're still spreading her stuff, still backing her up. Because even whenever I go on and try to defend myself, she tries to cut me off. She has them to cut me off. Because they don't want it known.
Yes, Brenda, she started this mess.
There we go.
But the thing is, they are continuing it no matter what. Even though after Llama and my little spat, as I want to call it, I've yet to say one derogatory word about her. But yet she has, oh, GC, so how you doing? She still says stuff like that.
What legitimate question?
We're defending.
She's been on. She's been on. I've watched her. I watched her 2 or 3 days. Recently. This last week. Just past 3 or 4 days. Yes, I've watched her.
Tamara, if you sent it in a text message, I didn't get it. Or a DM on this. I'm not getting it.
I'm still being accused by her people. Her people.
OG Seesaw come from Reddit. Because there's somebody over there with that name. Well, I'm glad that you come in here with your real name from Reddit.
That's good. I mean, why hide yourself?
She's live right now, apparently. What the thing is, OG or Seesaw, however you want to call it, genuine questions will be answered.
What?
But if you come in here with something bullshit, it will get deleted.
Cindy, what? What genuine question?
We've answered almost every question
that we could catch.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, somebody said she was. Okay, let's go. 1, why are you talking on her when she hasn't been on in days? Well, my husband was on the boyfriends, and one of his mods dropped him when he was trying to explain to him that he was the truth. say, I'm sorry, would this happen to you, but you might need to watch everything. Change your door locks, because she did make an extra key for our house. All right, what's your number 2? Oh, Seesaw.
No, I wasn't mad. Didn't matter to me. But the thing was,
Let's see, she was on Friday, so, oh my God.
so, if I'm trying to tell the truth and everything, Seesaw, why kick me out?
So, if he was trying to say
We
the truth.
took her to court, Keith Seesaw. We took her to court on the stuff.
Hold on, Mike. He was in there trying to say the truth. Why would you kick somebody out if they're talking the truth?
Because she didn't want him to know to change the locks and basically cover his A with her, because it's just like us.
We have filed charges. We have filed charges. We put a restraining order out on her to quit talking about us. That's what we went to court for. The first time she didn't show up. Whose truth? Well, let's see here.
You get an accusation.
If y'all are on Reddit, y'all already know she fucking lies. Every time she breathes, she's lying. So why do you want to come on here and bash me and him for speaking the truth? Why? Y'all are over spouting, spouting that she's lying, she's this, she's that, but yet y'all want to bash us? Exactly, Brenda. Nothing was granted. Why did I go to the hotel? You want to know? The circuit clerks asked me to get an address. I was going down that way anyway to see my dad. Why not go by there? My dad lives down there, and I have to pass that hotel just to get to his house. You tell me one lie, Seesaw. You tell me one fucking lie. I don't give a shit about your fucking receipts. Because most of the shit on there is made up anyway. Exactly, Mama, too. With what we both presented, nothing was granted. Technically, say we were both at fault. So there you go. Yes, they did, to a point. Since I was already going down there to see my dad, like I said, I have to pass that hotel to get to my father's house. No, Stacy, we don't. Anything else, Seesaw? I have not lied about one damn thing since I've been on here. But y'all want to continue bashing me? You made a freaking Reddit page about me? Over me telling the truth. Wow. And then when I get on here and say something about y'all come on here and report. Please, get alive. I want to come on here and make friends. Yes, I will stand up for myself and my husband and my mother-in-law. If you don't like it, leave. You're asking questions. Keep asking. I will answer. Yes, I've answered every one of your damn questions. Come on, Seesaw. You okay?
What do you mean?
Hold on. I got a business card. It's the easiest way to give them the address. Here's a business card. There you go. Name, hotel, business card. No, they didn't. I've done that on my own, but I'm not stalking her. I was going to see my daddy. Why couldn't they have Googled it, huh? Wasn't it their job to do it, but yet they called me to do it? So you answer your own question, Seesaw. Why didn't they Google it? I give them the name, the address, name of it. I already give them the address too. They already had somebody sent the papers down there. But yet the hotel
directions
said,
to it. And directions to it.
And directions to it.
It wasn't
I happily
illegal.
obliged.
Wait,
No, it was-
Seesaw. It was not illegal for her to go down there.
Nope.
Huh?
If she had the money, I bet a cease and desist would be given to A. Oh, wait a minute. Have I ever asked for any money other than for my mother-in-law? No.
Wait,
No.
wait. You have to petition the court for a cease and desist. She didn't petition the court for anything.
No.
The one that was accused of SA was the one that petitioned the court for her to appear and answer that. And she answered it, but she lied to the judge, and I immediately asked the judge, or told the judge, I want to file perjury charges.
No. Because I'm not stalking her. The court asked me to get the address. I'm not stalking her. I don't give a damn what she does.
We didn't try to stop her living where she's living. She just went and got an address. That's all. There is nothing illegal
Okay, Mike.
about it.
Answer number 3. Why was I trespassed from Billy's?
Because
Come on, spill that one.
It was not my mother-in-law or my mother that done that. It was not her mother-in-law that done that. It was my youngest brother who had lost a court case against her for the threats he made against her.
And I got the restraining order right there, by the way. Johnny, no, I never received any type of money or assistance from Discord.
And since he lives on the property, we had to go by the one that, not who owned the property, but the one who lived on the property. It's what the police said. So they had to, it was not a trespass order. Nothing's been written
verbal.
down. It was all verbal that she had to leave.
Yep. All right, Stacy, why did you show up at all her court dates. Oh, wait a minute. I've already answered that once. So let me rephrase that. The day that she had court was the same day that the boy that lives here with us was the same day he had court. I'm his Uber since he has no driver's license.
Wait, Cindy. 9 o'clock we were supposed to have been there for our court with A, which she didn't show up for.
Yep. And then we still had him for his court that afternoon.
And then the judge read off about, A supposed to be there that afternoon. He says, "Oh, I'm glad you stayed. You can be back at 1:30 because she's supposed to be here for the children."
Y'all need to lay off that. Are y'all so obsessed with them that y'all want them?
Don't have to stop, but you can drive.
There's a way to.
You can drive about it.
I'm telling somebody to stop about the goat.
Never happened.
That was the bullshit that come out of Kay's mouth.
Yeah, he made it up about something else, and then A is the one that said something on there because I've got it recorded. So if Kay is the one that supposedly said something about that, then
Hey, Sharon.
my family don't talk to him about stuff like that. So where in the hell was he supposed to have got it from? He made it up. He wasn't in that picture anywhere near that time or anything. He wasn't even thought about it. He's up with another woman somewhere else. But I do know this, that the time she was living in our house with Kay, she was breaking the law because under the marriage order, she was not supposed to have any other man around the kids. But it wasn't our place to do anything about that. It was her ex-husband's place to do something about it.
So,
y'all didn't know that, did you?
What's your end game here? For her to tell the truth about him, that he didn't do it. I'm not stalking her. I don't give a shit what she does. He don't care what she does as long as she shuts up. That's my end game right there. Shut up talking about us. I've done made statements. Do not talk about us. Do not talk about us to anybody else. Do not tell any more lies about either one of us. And I will gladly never speak her name again. She will never be brought up in any of my conversations if she can do that. But I know she can't. Because what she's doing is doing the sympathy. Oh, woe is me. Heaven help. Oh, woe is me. But she's not going to do it.
She released that information, so how we knew what the hotel was.
And it's kind of stupid showing a hotel when the person, me, has lived down there my entire life up until I moved up here. I know every inch of that county.
But see, A didn't know that. Yeah, Brenda, you see how she is.
Well, Seesaw, what is your conclusion on the 2 + 2? Is it going to be 4?
Don't leave it out there. Come on.
Or are you going to be one of Ashley's 2 times 0 is 2?
See, she can't even. Oh.
So calm down. Were you there the entire time? Where?
Listen. Wait.
Here or over there?
Wait, did you see that? It says, did you playfully smack her butt? The lie detector determined that is a lie. I've got daughters, multiple daughters.
Granddaughters.
I got granddaughters. I've had multiple stepdaughters. I've seen women in Walmart smack kids' butts. I've seen men smack kids' butts.
What is he proving?
Their own kids. What? There's a difference between playfully and SA.
Often takes 7 tries to leave abuse. I don't know where you got that from. If the person's strong-willed enough, they'll leave on the first time. And, okay, see, so what is Mike proving? Not a damn thing other than he's innocent.
No, I'm not. There's a difference between being playful with your daughters, your sons, you know.
What's crossing lines?
Okay, I hug my brother's neck. Does that make me gay? Come on.
You should never playfully touch someone that way, especially not a child.
Therefore,
What?
you
Hugging
cannot
their
even
necks?
brush against a child in Walmart. You can't do anything near children. You can't even go by schools because you look over at the school.
That's statistically.
Where do you call the point at? The point is sexually. I'm going to say it.
How old was she when you were being playful? Okay. There's a difference between being playful and being SA'd. If you're hugging your niece's neck, that's not being SA'd. If you're smacking her on the back saying, good job, that's not being SA'd. So, yeah.
She's my niece. If all this wasn't going on and everything,
Wow.
if none of this,
Let's see, I got my ass spanked when I was 14 years old. So, an adult spanking a child, is that SA? No, it's not.
you're turning everything around, people.
Because I spanked her ass.
I kiss my nieces on the forehead. I don't go near their mouths
Or up here, or on
any-
top of the head.
You know,
Wow.
That's-
So, spanking somebody is SA. Y'all people are fucking retarded.
what makes what okay? I said, now listen, think. If none of this and everything, she was still nice. We still, everything was hunky-dory. We still loved each other and everything like that. I would walk up to her. I would hug her neck. I'd give her a kiss on the head. Ask her how everything's going and everything.
What R word? Thank you. She gets a. I guarantee you, if some child does something bad, they're gonna get ass whooping. That's not a form of SA. That's a form of discipline.
No, they're
Calling
playing
people
the game
are-
as, trying to turn everything around, try to get you to contradict yourself. I do not think of my nieces or nephews.
She
or
wasn't my
brothers.
child. Let me tell you something. She wasn't my child. I still tore
Wait.
that ass up.
Kiwi. my mother was, is older than me. She was left with my mother, abandoned with my mother.
Oh, Frambrose, you must be one of those that was so entitled.
I did not discipline her.
Ray, you're sick for even thinking it's true.
What do you mean?
Calm down.
Oh my God. Okay, people. What is sex?
Apparently, these people do not know what SA joking and kidding around is. Because if they think joking and kidding around is the same thing as SA, they have demented minds.
Therefore, every child in school, whenever they go out on the playground, they are committing SA.
Yes. Love you, Mom. Thank you. If you're babysitting somebody, and if that kid does something, you're going to discipline them.
But
Trust
the thing
me,
is,
I have.
the way you're saying it, every kid on the playground, they're running around, pulling the girl's hair.
The teachers. Oh my God.
Yeah, a teacher.
How many teachers have spanked kids without their permission?
Wait, Cindy, how about a teacher putting her hand on a child's back and say, "Come on, come in the room."
Oh my God, they've been SA'd. Oh my God, we need to call the FBI. Shit, y'all people are fucking delusional. If a teacher can discipline somebody and a parent can discipline somebody, and wait a minute, that's not with the child's permission, like y'all say.
No, I didn't discipline her. It wasn't my place to discipline her. She was under the care of my mother.
I did, though.
And you can ask Cindy, I was too strong. I was afraid to even do that.
Oh, yes, they are. I remember real well getting my ass tore up at school. I don't know what state or where you're at, but let me tell you something. Teachers,
so if a teacher touches a child on the back, they're SAing the child. So, if you have children, we need to do something about that and prosecute all the teachers under your name that, they've been SA'd.
Oh, shit. That means every child in the every teacher never mind. That's what's wrong with the kids nowadays. They're not getting disciplined like they're supposed to be.
Fram, have you ever touched a child on the shoulder or on the back? Admit it.
Oh, this I've got to see.
There's no way to avoid that. You have to do it.
Hold up, Mike.
Hey.
Trailer for sale.
Hold on just a second, y'all.
Okay. We're hanging. But
that voice sounds familiar to me. I think I know who it is.
You know it. Hold on. Sorry, just getting in from the lake. Catching a little bit on the way home. Good Lord, y'all got a shit show going on here, don't you?
You damn right I do.
Wait.
The thing is, they're thinking that if you spank a child's ass, that's SA. What the hell?
If you touch a child, it's SA. It says right here. She says right here, she admitted she's touched children, but not for disciplinary reason. So therefore, if you do it sexually,
that's Anna.
Right, y'all got to realize now, we in different times, y'all. So, what goes in the city don't go in the country for us country folks. And absolutely, some of the country people don't feel that same way either.
You do something wrong, you're going to get your ass tore up.
So, I would kind of venture off that subject, to be honest. Because, if somebody come at my kid trying to spank him on the rear end, that's not me, which I do time out. No, I'm not having it. I would tear you.
But the thing is, once your children get in school, down south, they still believe in spankings.
Well, my kids go to a Christian academy, so I can't.
I know.
Schools.
Oh,
I know
that's
you
good.
didn't tell me
Hello.
that.
Right.
What up, Meg?
Hey, Mike, did you put a
Hey.
hole in the bathroom wall to look at Ashley while she was naked?
Nope. There is
Nope.
no hole in the bathroom wall.
And
I've got brand
did you
I've
ask,
got brand new sheetrock up that I put up. So why would I put a hole in brand new sheetrock up that I put up knowing I have to repair it?
when she lived there is what I'm asking.
No,
No,
never,
it's still the same.
never.
Did you ask Kevin what her pee was like?
Nope,
Never?
That's disgusting. No.
no. It's none of my business.
Okay.
See, that's the kind of lies that are coming out of her mouth.
So what stirred this up today? Like I know, I think I read a little bit where your husband Mike went into the ex's, whatever he was, booty call, whatever he
Oh,
was.
friends with benefits.
Yeah. So like, why? I'm just
Mike was trying to tell-
I'm sitting back wondering when it's going to stop. Like,
It's not
I know.
until she stops. It's
I
not
mean,
until
but-
she stops.
Wait.
do you really
Wait,
think
wait.
social media going constantly like this is not doing but fueling the fire on both ends? Like, just let it lay low. You guys live y'all's life, because the truth will eventually come out whether he did or didn't. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know y'all's background. I can't say if he did or didn't. I don't have any proven facts, because she lies she lies about everything. But I think, kind of like a lot of people, and this is respectfully saying, getting on here is kind of like showing the pros and cons. I don't know. It's a lot of people are taking it as him being guilty, and then a lot of people are saying that he's clearing the name. Like her saying that at court, and you did bring up a good point. She said another uncle. Now, was she scared, or was she deflecting? Was she scared for life? I don't know. I can't say that because I'm not her. But I think, like, when is this
Well,
chaos within y'all
but the thing is,
going to stop?
If she wanted that to come out truthfully, and he still could have been charged. If she would have said, yes, he done that to me when I was a kid, he could have been charged. But no, she didn't say that. I never said it was him. I said it was I have other uncles.
But you know she has mental health issues, or she's whatever her issues may be. I don't know. Like I went to the bat for her, but I'm cutting. Like, I have no more for her, because I mean, just this crap this last week. It's just the kids. Like, you know, I see
Well,
potential.
I
in
will
her,
say
but
this,
it's
the
not gonna
case is
happen,
closed.
unfortunately. Right?
Wait,
I know.
CPS said
wait.
the case is closed.
Well, it
wait.
should be.
Wait. Oh, let's try this, okay? She's coming on and saying she needs $10,000 for a lawyer to come against the people that's done all this, and she names what I, supposedly done to her. Therefore, we was in court and she could have handled it.
And I understand that, and I do, but like, it's just been made on a public platform, so that's why everybody is here and pushing it to seek, and you're going to have people that flip-flop, of course, because different stuff comes out on different sides. That makes sense, that brings you back, like, okay, hey, this makes sense, but then you get a little bit from you guys, and I'm not talking,
Meg,
I'm talking about
Meg,
the
you might-
Casteels and y'all.
I have it, Cindy. It came up. Hey, Mike, also, I think one of the key factors in this is saying that you playfully smacked her butt versus disciplining it's entirely two different things. Like, I'm not going to playfully walk up and smack anyone's butt. I mean, that's kind of off limits. Maybe back in the day that was acceptable, but I don't think in this day and age anyone in their right mind would do that.
Okay, Meg, I'll tell you what. If you was anywhere near close by, I would not be afraid at this minute to bring you in here and point to the walls and say, have your look. I'm not going to point out nothing. You have
Cindy's
your
got
look.
a camera. Can you show them now?
You also said that
Well,
the
I've got
bathroom
shelves
was
on the
exactly
wall.
like it was when
Hold
she
on,
was
hold
there.
on. I'm just cutting it to the chase, y'all. Bring it,
But they just said they put up new sheetrock.
No,
'Cause I know Cindy's gonna do what's right.
That sheetrock has been up before she moved in.
And I haven't finished it yet. None of it's been finished. We put a sealer on it because it's in the bathroom. So I haven't finished out the seams or nothing.
All right.
And it wasn't till she left that I did open up the bedroom wall where the shower's at, behind the shower controls, down in the wall, and you cannot see in the bathroom.
All right. This is the bathroom wall. Hold on. Let me put myself in a big box. All right. This is the bathroom wall. Here's the door. There's this wall here. There's all this. No holes. No holes. Period. There's the
That's
shower.
where it's not finished.
See? No holes. See? No holes. This is the outside wall. No holes. Outside wall. No holes.
Now, when did y'all start doing, and I'm kind of going in on this one.
We're still doing it.
We bought this place in 2010.
From the bathroom shower wall, from the shower wall to the bathroom,
That's all the
way
bathroom
across
right
the
here.
kitchen, you could push out the whole back wall where they
Hey,
put
Mike.
a treated deck to a without a barrier to the house,
Mike.
and it rotted out.
So my
This-
apologies. It's my understanding that it was the bedroom closet, not the bathroom wall. I
Okay, hold
apologize.
on.
Right.
Hold on.
I put pegboard up because I got stuff
Can
hanging up.
anybody sneak through there? Nope.
No. Hey, I
Nope.
got one of those in my closet.
Hey.
It's in the attic.
Can anybody see through those little holes? That's a pegboard. See?
And you know the thickness of a wall.
Look at that. Can anybody get through that? Nope. That is my overflow closet.
So I understand y'all wanting to save face on both of y'all's name and all that, especially living in a small town. Sorry, but like I can't.
Turn the light on.
I don't do social media because I don't get all
Turn the light
involved
on.
in this. But I think the best bet
You
was
see all this?
legal wise. Like apparently y'all's system in y'all's county's not working. So I mean, y'all can get a lawyer to go outside of your jurisdiction or whatnot.
Anybody want a cat?
No, I got 2 dogs which live outside, and a horse and a donkey. I don't need no more animals. But I think that this is not going to get it to calm down. I think other avenues might be your best way to go, because it's got its pros and its cons. You've got supporters and you have non-supporters, and if you really want to be on point with it.
Now, Meg, did I answer your question? There are no holes in the walls.
So could this potentially have been the house that you guys lived in prior, or the one your dad lives in now, maybe?
My dad.
So you guys live in double wide, or so there's two
This
houses
is the
in
double
question,
wide that
correct?
she lived in.
And then wasn't there her mom's house? Is that correct?
Her mom's trailer was a single wide.
Oh, so your dad lives in her mom's trailer. Could it have been her
No,
mom's
no.
trailer she's referring to?
Her mom's trailer, we bought it. We bought her mom's trailer. Lived on that land up until 2013 till we moved here.
I don't think.
And she never took a shower at that single wide.
I think the problem was where Mike said that he playfully smacked her butt. I think that's where this is coming from. I don't think.
But that's still not SA.
Can I chime in on that?
That is still a long way
Give
from
me just
SA.
1 second. Let me see what the statute
And
of
again-
Tennessee says that SA is. Just a second, please.
So I'm going to repeatedly say this, with respect, Megan, Mike, Auntie, BB, the whole Casteel family. I think this is not the route to go to clear y'all's name, because you're going to have people coming against y'all, people that's going to bring shit,
I know.
make stuff
Oh,
up.
I know it.
And
And they like to.
Right. And hey, I've been on the fence. I saw good in Ashley, but after this past week, I'm over it. Because the fact of the matter is, kids, number one, those children.
Right.
Now, clearing y'all's name, yeah, clearing her name was second, then y'all's, whatnot, whatever the case may be. But like, with all due respect to Cynthia and Mike, I don't know what happened, what didn't happen to A. Can't say if it did or didn't happen by whoever. But the fact of the matter is, if y'all really want to
See, she was never left alone with Mike.
Because she's going to keep feeding off of you, going live and bashing y'all. Like, I would say an alternative legal matters and stop it. And that's just
we're gonna have to get an attorney.
And just because a lot of people see it as whatever.
Hold on.
You know what I mean.
Anna, hold on for a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Stacy, I didn't start this. She did. Last year, when she started plastering all this shit on TikTok, I didn't have enough followers to get on here last year. So you tell me who started it. She did.
So now I've got her on perjury. So
Miss
it's not
Cindy?
closed.
Yes, Miss Meg.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she has, Amanda. She's called out his name and my name. She's doxed my name and address at the hotel.
No, her people keeps the stuff going. We don't have our people on here saying all this and everything. It's
Nope.
her people that keeps this stuff going. No, Mamsie. We're not keeping it going. It's her people. They need to cease and desist, as was ordered by the court. Stacy, let me know where you live so I can turn you in for prostituting on the corner. How about it?
Mike, it's enough on that. But damn.
To bring up a controversial subject, I think prostitution should be legalized because in European countries where it is, they offer health care. And if women are going to do it for crack and everything else, they may as well be able to legally do it to sustain their family.
Because they just cut me off from telling him to cover his behind because of what she done to me.
Exactly. Change the door locks, get a security system like we did.
And she promised him that she would not have Kay in his house. And guess where he was at? Because guarantee she didn't load up her stuff by herself.
I must have missed a whole chapter. So Kevin went to Jay's house?
Yep.
Yes.
And picked her up.
Oh.
And Jay met them leaving.
Oh, did you know Robbie's a mod on
Oh, yeah.
Jay's thing?
Yeah. I actually got to watch his live today for the first time. I've missed it the last 2 days.
Hello, sunshine. Well, I mean, if I was trying to cover for him, I'm covering for my behind too. I said I did not want it happen to him. What happened to me? Hey, Miss Mamsie. Man, I wished I didn't have a dog in this fight. A puppy, of anything in this, a bird, anything in this fight.
Miss Cindy, someone in the question asked, what does the goat wrangler have to do with it? I'm unsure what that means. Maybe Miss
Okay,
Cindy?
am I going to have to put up that where he put it on there and he said something about that?
What happened
Because-
with that, Mike? I would love to know.
Kay was in the motel room and he was pacing and he started talking about that stuff and then she picked up on it and it went from there. But Kay, wasn't anywhere around. He's not that friends with the family and stuff because he didn't talk to Jim. He didn't talk to my mother, and other people. There's only two people that would orchestrate that was A and Kay. And they're the ones that orchestrated trying to make me look bad.
Because you were being rude and disrespectful, and that's why. And if you do it again, I'll do it again.
Hey, Seesaw, love you.
No, you were being rude. No, you wasn't being honest.
Miss Cindy, can you maybe bring Seesaw up in the box so I can ask her some questions?
Boy, maybe you on fire tonight, girl. I got to give you a little bit.
She don't have enough. Not on her back up.
Seesaw, go in on your main, chick.
If it's okay, Seesaw, I got her blocked.
Can you unblock her?
Hey, Seesaw, maybe we can all come follow you real quick to get you enough to come into the box. Do you know how many it takes?
She needs about 1,000 more.
I think it's like,
Oh.
it's actually less than that. She'll just have a picture showing.
So it says you playfully smacked her bottom saying it's fun. So how was that fun for her? Okay, therefore, do I file charges against the child for probably hitting me in the leg or, smacking me or punching me or, something like that since I'm elderly?
On his bad leg?
Mr. Mike, I think if someone like pokes you in the eyeball with a pencil, you're going to take that as aggressive behavior. But if someone like maybe just taps you on the face with an eraser to get your attention, that would not be aggressive, correct? I think it's
That's
the part
correct.
of the body that you maybe touch that they're angry about.
There's a difference between the center and the outer edge. The center is sexual, the outer edge is not.
So if you pop somebody on the hip, I see guys do it all the time in baseball, football, basketball. So are they being essayed because they're smacking somebody on the butt, being playful?
Consensual would be the word that would relate to.
But
a
guess
child
what?
can't
Wait,
consent
wait.
to anything.
The guys are not consensual. They walk by and pop them on the butt and keep on going.
They
That's not
probably
consensual.
like it, Miss Cindy. I think
It's
they
not
like
a
it.
S activity.
No.
Okay? There's a difference when everything comes down to a S activity.
Y'all do
And-
realize times have changed, though. It's not 1980, 1970.
And let me guess. And how old is she? And when did this supposed to take place?
Who, A?
Yeah.
It was 90s, late 90s. She's a 94 baby, correct?
I guess.
So maybe early. When did you guys have custody of her? Maybe early 2000s.
We never had
We never
custody
had.
of her.
She just lived at. Oh wait, so she would have been an adult because this is when she lived at your home and had kids. So she would have been
Right.
emancipated from her parents. So technically,
Right.
she was an adult. She had kids when
therefore-
this happened.
No.
But guess
no,
what?
No. She claimed that Mike or an uncle sexually touched her when she was in her teenage years before she had Riley. It's
Oh, then that makes
yeah.
a difference because she wouldn't have been. It would have made a difference either way with her age, but the emanciation part of it would have made a difference.
But Megan, I want to ask you a question. If you were done that way by an uncle, would you
I
call
would take
him?
offense to it. I would,
Would you
take
call-
really, I would take offense to it. Would I
Listen,
talk to him? Probably. If I was-
listen. Would you
go ahead.
call them for a month straight, begging to come move into their house?
I ain't gonna lie, Cindy. If I was desperate, I might. But I mean, Seesaw says she has the text from Kevin. I mean, I don't feel like Ashley's ever been guided in any sort of proper direction. So I feel like in maybe her demented mind, she may have thought, maybe she clung to you guys because the little bit of attention that was shown to her, be it positive or negative, from you all
Honey,
was.
every time I went to town, that kid went with me. She wanted something, I bought it for her.
The biggest majority of the time, yes.
And she was never left alone with him. She never stayed the night at our house until she
Especially
moved
after
in here in 16.
She got in her upper teen years. So when was this supposed to happen?
When she was, before she had Riley.
So
And
that's
when was
going to
that?
be around, she got pregnant with Riley at 15, had him at 16. We were on the road.
So that was
Wait.
still in the 90s, correct?
Yes.
Early
What year?
2000?
What year?
Well, she was born in 94, correct?
Hold on. We got together in 2003. She was 11 or 12. So around 6, 7.
Right.
And we were teaming
Okay.
on the road at the time.
So
Wait.
she looked at you as a mom figure, correct?
Yes.
Cynthia?
Yeah.
So,
Wait.
like being a
Listen to
mom.
this.
And you're, all right, mate. I'm sorry. I'm on mute.
Listen. Now I want you to do some addition here. Desert Storm. I was in Germany. I left Germany November of 92. I got discharged from the service January of 93. And between January of 93 and basically 1999, I had lived in Savannah here on Airport Road. I lived in northern Alabama, monitoring a apartment duplex or complex down there in Sherfield. Done that for over a year. Then I worked traveling for a mobile home agency called Franklin Homes, south of Florence, and I traveled 5 states doing the repairs. And then whenever I couldn't handle that anymore, in 1999, I went to truck driving school in Decatur, Alabama, where I was still living in Florence, Alabama. And from 99 till like August of 2000, I was driving the truck for them and still living in Alabama. But of 2000, for a little over a year, I lived in Southern California, where, how's she going to get there? Huh? Come on, tell me how I can smack her behind there. It makes a lot of sense. How can I smack her behind whenever I'm living on a truck, from 99 on?
So let me just do a recap. So you have said that you've smacked nieces, not saying names, on the rear end or kissed them on the forehead or whatnot. That's your
Forehead.
But you've popped them on the hip or whatnot.
Not us in a S manner.
But you've put your hands on them. And in today's society, unfortunately,
Anna?
I know. I'm from. Hey, look, I know.
I would do anything I could for my grandkids.
He has smacked our grandkids.
Right.
But none of
Playfully.
it is. None of it.
Nothing in an ill manner.
You realize though, like children, females, girls going through the change in puberty nowadays, as well as when I was growing up, when Ashley was growing up, that might come off as being a little bit too much and could put that in her mind. And I say I don't know what happened. I was not there, etc. I'm just putting that out there to kind of
Is might a misdemeanor or felony?
Is what now? What we talking
Is
about?
might, MIGHT?
Right.
or
Hey,
supposition
I
a
might
misdemeanor
go-
or felony.
I might go and live somebody. I might not. It could go either way. You
You
know.
see? It has to be committed in that manner.
But you have said it that you've smacked.
But I didn't do it in that manner.
But it
Hey,
doesn't
Mike, it's
matter if
perception versus reality.
if
It's not how
she-
you, the aggressor, view it. It's how the person that received it views it.
Exactly. Thank you.
What? And if they're looking at you and laughing,
And that's no. But what could have in her mind, the way apparently her environment that she was raised in, what could she have done?
Hold on. Her environment.
No.
Billy's house was perfectly clean. She had food on the table.
Maybe I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that was there with her as a mother, and Billy had enough on her plate. She had raised
Yeah,
her.
Well, that's the truth.
Right.
The problem was Billy
I'm not down
did
in
raise
Billy.
her.
I'm not down in Billy, but raising girls and boys, I've got both of them. A lot of each of them, and got them in college and off, and it has been a hell of a run. You know what I mean? It's daily, constant attention. I had to give up my self-worth, not even self-worth, but myself, because I had them. They're my responsibility. I'm alive. Nobody else is going to take that position in life. I am mama. I gave them life. I will do what I got to do to get them where they need to be as an adult. But
okay.
having that, they're not around too many people. And I thank my husband for that, because he's given me the lifestyle and the life to be able to not have to have a village to raise my children.
So what people are saying now is you're not allowed to lay your hand on your children, whether it's discipline or in love.
Your child, though. She was not your child. She was your niece.
Yep.
His niece. Okay.
Yep.
And
I still disciplined her ass.
Exactly. And you, coming from you, that was different, because she looked at you as a mom figure.
And she looked at him like a dad. Because her dad was never around.
Female and Mike's male. I think that had a lot to do with it also. I'm just spitballing there, not.
But the thing is, he treated her like a daughter. I treated her like a daughter. And now she wants to turn this shit on us
Right.
because
right.
she's unhappy.
Okay. But you treated, remember that key word, Cindy, you treated her like a daughter.
I did.
So in your mind, she is your daughter, correct? In that perception, go back 10 years from now. Right? So
No.
there's a little bit of emotional shit going on here from her doing the mess and coming up with whatever chaos she's got going on, whether it's true or not true.
She lost respect from me because we taught her that it was not right to go out and fool around with boys until she got old enough to date and got married. And we
But
talk when I
Mom-
said fool around,
Right.
I ain't talking about
But key word,
she started
look at you
hanging
as a
around with the
mom.
wrong crew. She started hanging around with the wrong people while me and Mike was off on the road. She decided she's going to start slipping out of the house. When
We
we
didn't
found
force her to
out,
do
trust
that.
me, I didn't force her. Nobody forced her. She done that all on her own. Going down to the river bottoms, doing whatever she wanted to down there.
And
When we
got
found
some
out,
stories.
yes. When we found out, yes, I come unglued on her. I said, you know better than this shit. You have done broke your grandmother's heart. You broke my heart. What are you going to do now?
Cindy.
Hey, Miss Cindy. Also, the paternal grandmother said that they haven't contacted her son to be able to sign over custody of the kids, so they're really unsure what you mean by the case is closed.
CPS said the case is closed.
So, are the kids adopted out? Are they in state
No,
custody? Or
they
back
are.
with Ashley?
They're staying right there where they're at since the judge put them over there. They're staying there until Ashley and Kevin gets their shit together and petition the court to get them back.
So essentially, they have to get a home, then they can petition the court and get them back.
Yes, and they've got to have a stable house and everything.
They look totally different.
still have their parental rights, the visitations, the calls, everything, but they will not get them back until everything is followed through with. We talking the house, the job, everything.
But that's, that's beyond our control. We can't, you know, we've got nothing really. I mean, we've got nothing
Yes,
to
the
do with
case
that.
is
It's
closed.
just-
The CPS lady told me the case is closed. The kids will stay there until they petition the court to get them back. And that come from the head CPS lady up there.
So if the case was closed, then they would not be able to open the case back up. They would be adopted out to families, so they can't. They can't come back.
No.
I don't know y'all's laws
When the
about-
case is closed, Ashley and them cannot get the kids back until they petition the court. Where the kids were placed by the judge, by the family member over there, that's where they will stay until they're petitioned back to them. And it's still left up to the judge to say yes or no.
Miss Cindy, so CPS just spoke to you about it? Like, are they legally allowed to do that?
Like, yeah, I was going to ask that too. Good question, Meg, because I'm not understanding
like
that.
I
They're not
said, I
allowed
was
to
up there.
she wasn't
They're not
asking
allowed to
about
discuss.
that.
I was not up there asking about them. Let me
They
talk.
can't discuss that. Juvenile court is a closed case, and if Ashley and Kevin will actually
Can
be the
you
mother.
let me talk?
Sure can. I'll mute, sweetheart.
Don't just.
I was
hold-
up there getting our fingerprints, the background checks for the little girl that's coming here. Okay? I wanted a copy of those to show on here. The head CPS lady recognized me from last year. She said, I remember you. You were helping this one girl with her son. I said, yes, ma'am, I was. She said, what's your name again? I said, Cynthia Casteel. She said, are you related to, and she started that out of her mouth. I said, unfortunately, yes, I am. She asked me how the kids were doing. I said, the kids look great. I said, they're healthy. They're going to school from what I could see by some of the pictures I've seen. I said, we don't get to talk to them or see them.
We did ask him if we could see him, and we haven't got a response back.
And I asked her, now, is Ashley going to be able to get the kids back? She said, no, the case has been closed. They will have to petition the court and everything.
Mr. Mike, can you tell us, and I'm just spitballing here because I'm asking questions. If Ashley's kids went to Kirsten due to neglect, why would you guys, was the gentleman at your home convicted or just accused of the stuff that they're saying?
What? He's
The
got no
comment,
accusation.
somebody said that the gentleman that lives in your home that you guys are getting the child from
Right.
was confused of something malicious neglect or something to that effect. I don't
He's
know
not
the
been
comment.
convicted.
Okay.
I'm caught. All right.
I
so-
hope he don't
so-
get mad.
Okay.
Okay. This is in defense of him. Okay. And if you listen to it, you draw your own conclusions. Okay. His mother and stepdad lives here. Misstatement. Okay. He is Minnesota. Now, this is wintertime. They convince him to let them come get him up there.
Expedition, right?
No. His
No.
mom.
Was moving him down here.
So his mom and them should take custody of the child then. They
Wait,
can't-
wait.
can't.
Don't say nothing, Cindy. Okay? Because I want this to fall in line. This has got to fall in line. Then you're going to say, oh, shit.
Hey, baby girl.
His mom talks to him, convinced, okay, we're going to come and get you and move you down here. It's warmer. We can help take care of her. Okay? So, his mom contacts us and says, can he stay there until we get him situated. We'll pay you so much, a week or whatnot, so he can
For
stay
food.
there.
For food.
Okay?
And
go
that's
get
with
him-
the little girl.
With the little girl. They go and get him in January.
Mr. Mike, somebody asked, is this Miss Christie's son or it's her son
Yes.
that lives there?
Miss Christie.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, now here's the thing. They go get him. They bring him down. He stays here. They have basically what looks like 4 lots where their house is at over there. And they decided to set a mobile trailer up on that lot for him and her to live in. So they get him to pay, so they won't lose the place. They get him to pay their
They already tried, Brenda.
payments, their back payments that they was behind on. Okay. And then they're going to set up the trailer and put a gravel drive in. He pays for the gravel to go to the drive for the trailer that's supposed to be sitting on a side lot right there. He's over there. He leaves. They come and get him early in the morning. He returns late at night. And if either one of them's working or whatnot, he could still work on the place if he was there. So I said, okay, why don't you stay over there? And, that way you can get that trailer done and get in it real quicker. And he said, well, that makes sense. He wasn't there that long. Then
3 days.
all of a sudden, this comes out. Okay. He sees Ronnie R kissing his daughter on the lips. He throws a fit about it. That's, SA.
Wait a minute. Step grandpa was kissing the daughter on the lips?
Yep.
Yes. So
Okay, I'm following.
And hold on.
wait. He threatens him for doing it. He said, well, that's just the way we do it. No, it ain't. I don't even kiss my nieces on the lips.
On the
Like I
floor.
Or
said,
granddaughters. Or nothing.
So, okay. Then, all of a sudden, he finds out R is a convicted pedophile. He calls child services trying to get some help. R had forced him at gunpoint at pew pew point,
Thank you.
at pew pew point to smoke a very illegal substance.
What country girl?
threat-
What we're saying right now has already been turned over to the attorneys, DCS, everything,
And the police.
and the police.
It's all public
And-
information, country girl.
And threatened him and her. The child, even threatened the child. That's why he made the phone call to DCS. I've got to hurry up with this. So they come with the police didn't even go in the house on the report of drugs being in the house.
Rugs.
We've got video of them smoking rugs. We've turned everything over. But they're wanting to take his child because he's trying to protect her. Now you see what our argument is.
He signed over temporary custody to DCS to get her out of that house.
Okay. So, that was a lot to take in right there. Jesus Christ.
See, the thing is, his mom did not tell him that the stepdad was a convicted pedo before they went and got him.
Listen, the boy here does not have driver's license. He does not have a car. He could not leave.
And the first phone call he made was to me. He said, "Can you come and get me?" I said, "What's going on?" He said,
Cindy, finish
Emily's
it.
been
I got to go somewhere else.
"Okay, tell him I'll be there in a minute."
Yep.
But he calls me. He said, "Can you come and get me?" I said, "Sure, what's going on?" He said, DCS is taking Emmy. I'm like, what the hell for? And Megan.
Okay, so can I just, and I'm putting this out there just one more time, Miss Cynthia, just with all due respect, like,
I want it to stop.
I think, you know,
A country girl, trust me, I know they are. Because
I don't
it's
know.
unreal.
Right. I don't know how the DCF, DFACS, Child Protective Service, whatever the case is in y'all's county is, but it seems like there's a lot of stuff that's going on that shouldn't be, but I just
and the thing is, the kids that need to be taken were not taken, and the kids that are being taken shouldn't have been taken.
Ashley's kids needed to be taken, and they're in a healthy environment.
That's what I'm saying. The
Right.
kids that wasn't taken a long time ago, you know.
Now, do I want to see her prosper? You damn right. Of course.
I'm not okay.
And I
I'm
understand.
not saying I don't. I want her to change. I want her to become the little girl like I used to know, the one that loved to do stuff, that talked respectful to everybody. That girl was raised Pentecostal.
Exactly, and I'm glad you said that. That's a move in the positive direction. But
I have never said I hated her. I've always said I wanted her to do better. I never had a problem with her being on TikTok, making her boast, none of it. I just wanted her to zip her mouth
Right.
about my husband and me.
I think maybe can I just say
Yes, I
one
have
thing?
said that plenty of times.
I know you have. I've heard it, but I think maybe right now she needs somebody in her immediate close circle who.
Well, that's the problem.
I know, but you can.
Grandmother? No. Father? No. Me? No.
All right. Can I ask this question?
Her sister's done moved off.
Right. Can I ask this question? If she was on her unalive bed, what would you do? Like
I would go and see her. I would go and see her.
All right, so
I would not. I would.
Let it
The
get
thing
to
is,
that because
I've tried to help her.
That knows her, and I don't agree with the way she's treated those kids and how she has raised them and what she's done to them. Absolutely, you dang right, I don't. But y'all, this has brought a lot of people into y'all's lives, unfortunately.
Oh, I know it.
Y'all. So of course we have questions and we have opinions.
She needs help.
And I'm just
She needs to
going on
help
my
us.
morals. I'm on mute.
What? A piece of one.
I think she has to.
I mean, the thing is, I've tried to help her.
Miss Geneva accidentally came in. I've seen her in action.
I've seen her,
She probably
and
did that wrong.
and I will say this: as long as she's respectful, ask questions, I'm fine.
Right. But I think it's a time to kind of like Ashley needs to get off social media and focus on herself healing, God healing, and herself and her children. Because without her being healthy by herself,
Did I do it? Did I do it, Seesaw? No, I didn't. My husband did it, and I do not control him.
I didn't see what she said.
Oh, I can let go. I didn't speak on her for a long, long time.
But
For
I
almost
think
2 months.
working on her and reaching out to her and kind of like repairing that relationship is where
She will not. She will not do it. So what, Seesaw? You got a problem? You want to be blocked and muted again? I have freedom of speech. Okay? She was just on Friday, wasn't she? Oh, today's Sunday. And see, I like I said, the attention. I don't give a shit about the attention. I just want her to shut up.
right. But I think she's butt hurt too because she looked at you as a mom figure.
Do you not think I'm kind of butt hurt because she went and done what she done?
Can I just say this? I taught my 9-month-old to swim today in the lake. She fully knows how to float on her back. And
Good for
swim.
her. Good for her.
Her name's Ruby.
Everybody needs to know how to swim. Trust me.
I'm so proud of her. She has a heart condition, so the good Lord's gonna make it where she doesn't have to have heart surgery. Just throwing that out there, because
Hey, the better she builds her heart muscles up, that doing exercise like the swimming and stuff like that.
That's right.
There you go.
She's precious. She is my life.
No, my immediate response is not to block. If anybody asks a respectful question, I will answer it. I've answered your questions.
Where's Meg? I thought Meg was up in here.
She was. My husband went in there to tell him to cover his butt, changing the door locks because she busted ours out. Big, pretty picture window on the front door, big oval ones, stained glass ones. They busted it out. He was trying to tell him, change the door locks, get your camera system. So yeah. Thank you, Nola. No, I don't block immediately. I remember him saying something about a front door and the china cabinet. So yeah.
Meg's trying to come back, Miss Cindy.
If you want to come back, you can. It's a stylus. Ex-smoker. If anybody used to smoke, you got to have something in your fingers.
She says she's requested in, Miss Cynthia.
I got it.
Sorry, I was chewing on a beef jerky.
Hey, everybody
Thanks, Anna.
thinks this is a cigarette or whatever it is, but it's a stylus.
Hey, Meg.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what happened. I was booted out. I don't know what happened.
I heard a goat.
Miss Cindy, I don't know where you heard a goat from, honey. It wasn't. I don't even know what all that's about. Aside from what Mr. Mike just said about Kevin ranting that day.
Well, I'll give y'all a hint. He does not do shit like that. I will say this. I will stake my life on it. And if I'm lying, y'all can come and whatever y'all want to do. I'll stand there.
Miss Cindy, did Kevin just start that rumor when he was mad that one day? Maybe
Yeah.
you think maybe they got a bad case of drugs or something that would make him.
Honey, he's actually stated on live. It's better off that if we were unalived. So yeah.
Can you fill me in on the goat thing? I can't. I need a recap on it. I'm lost on that part.
Kevin put out a rumor, a lie, that Mike done something with a goat, and it's not true.
Wait a minute. Someone sent me a PM saying that you guys sold goat's milk lotion like at Cracker Barrel.
Nope.
That's what they said they were talking about. The
No.
goats.
Nope. The only goat that I've ever had was a miniature Nubian dwarf. And she was down at my dad's.
Are those the ones that are really short and they faint when you say something to them or look at them or something?
Some of them are. But yeah, she looked like a miniature donkey.
Well, I've got 2 of them, and they don't get along with my 2 horses nor my 2 donkeys.
No, mine thought she was a dog, though. She slept in the dog box with the dogs. Her name was Maddie. It was actually Mädchen, which is German for little girl. I called her Maddie.
So do we know what happened with the A thing? Is that like I didn't even see the whole live earlier that you spoke of. I'm kind of curious because someone sent a message and said he was going live again or something.
Well, all I know is I got a text message Saturday morning while I'm at the flea market. And they said, well, she's gone. She went back. And I'm like, do what? So I had to call and find out. And I called. And they verified that she had left early that morning.
You think she's going to end up pregnant?
She don't believe in birth control pills.
Lord bless. If it is an unborn child, I just pray for it.
So yeah.
Miss Cindy, what kind of products do you all sell at the flea market?
Pew Pew vest.
Where'd Mr. Mike go?
He's got a meeting right now. He's in a meeting.
Gotcha.
No.
Grandma Billy's doing okay, though?
See, she's got another dentist appointment at the end of next month. End of next month. So yeah. And that's why I'm doing the Afghans for her.
Did y'all ever get the Afghans back I'm sorry, I don't like to use her name because I got a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, they're right over there on the, I got 2 of them right over on the couch.
She's her and Teresa. I like them. They're cool.
You want to see them? You want to see them?
Sure, love to. You know, the crazy thing is my daughter, who is named after her great grandmother, actually crocheted an Afghan for me when my mother was pregnant, and then we named our last child after her. So yeah, I love that old school vintage work.
Well, Miss Cindy, they said your house was a mess and didn't have floors. Your house is really clean and it has floors and it's really nice.
Really?
I did read that.
This is one of them. This is one of them. This is the one that's got the bear on it. It took me 2 times of washing them to get them clean. And see,
so.
I've got to repair this one.
Oh, Lord.
See?
BB must have rheumatoid arthritis real bad.
But yeah, this is one of them right here. And the other one that had the, what is it? The roses on it. We give it to an autistic girl just a couple of houses down.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah. They literally just moved in. Aww. And they just come with the clothes on their back. So.
And that'll make an impression on her that she'll carry throughout her lifetime, too.
Oh, yeah. She's a sweet girl. She's a sweetheart.
Exactly.
Do you know Miss Billy's still on here?
I couldn't tell you.
Some people were asking if she had a direct CA or something that they could send her stuff to, like, directly.
Or a P.O. box, maybe, for money orders. I know people do old school ways.
Yeah. They can get in contact with her
Could she?
Well, thank you, Miss Chloe. They can get in contact with her on TikTok. She's got her own account.
But does she have like a PO box maybe where somebody could send her a money order?
I don't think so. She gets her mail at home. She don't go out town anymore hardly, unless she's got a doctor's appointment.
And she doesn't like to, of course, leak, which I'm sure God knows.
Well, her hip.
Her address is out there already, which I know it is, you know.
Well,
But
her
would she
hip
be-
and stuff is messed up. Remember?
Would she be okay with people sending something to her actual address? Would that be something that someone could do?
Well, yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem, as long as they. Yeah, I know they're baiting.
No, Miss Cindy, no one would send Miss Billy anything offensive. I hope
not.
everyone in this world would agree with that. Like, Miss Billy's a sweet. I don't know. Are you talking about the questions baiting you?
I don't know.
Like, she's been doxxed already. I'm just being respectfully asking, would it be okay to send money orders to her address?
Country girl, we looked it up. It's online. No one has to dox her. No one's asking that.
It's already been
Some
that.
people legitimately want to help her, but they don't want to go through a third party to do it.
Absolutely. That's right. It's not that no one trusts you, Cindy. It's just so much has happened with A.
Well, the thing is, every bit of the stuff that I have gotten for her, I've given her. Even I went in a hole doing the shipping, because I would, do $1 for the shipping for every spot. But then there's times when the shipping's above that. So, and then it cost me $5 here to pull it off my card from the bank.
Well, I tried to, country girl. If you recall, I said, is Miss Billy still in here? No one's trying to go, like, seriously? Not everybody has ill intentions. Like, seriously.
I mean, I've been back over at my mother-in-law's, giving her the doll hairs, picking up more Afghans and everything. So
can I respectfully ask, like, I work with a few women that have DV situations and that are being reunited with their children. Reunification, I'm sorry. I'm chewing on a
that's a tongue twister, by the way.
Yeah. I've been at the lake all day on our boat. I'm more slap out. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, whoo, girl. You just don't know.
They can find her on TikTok.
No, but can I?
Well, they've got all the she's got all the pictures of her Afghans, even the ones she just brought out. Some of her totes.
What you can see, or what you would want for in the next 6 months, year process type thing. Like what I
want for her, what I wish for her.
Both. Pray for her, want for her, need for her.
I would love for her to get her life straight and to get those kids back. The kids do love her. I know that. And I knew at one time she loved those kids, because those kids never done without. I was around her when she had the first 4. Those kids were treated absolutely like princes and princesses. Those kids didn't want for nothing.
May I ask respectfully what you could do to help, if she allows that, to make that possible, as you have with this guy that was living in your house? If she takes heed to what has been said and takes accountability, take accountability for it. I don't know. Again,
she won't be coming back here.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying, like, spiritually, emotionally, physically, there for her to help her better her life.
If she takes accountability for everything she's done, and I'm talking all the lies that has come out of her mouth, and recant all those lies, I will help her the best I can. But she's got to take accountability and recant all those lies.
Right.
And I've been over backwards before to help her. I don't hate the girl, never have. I wanted to see so much better for her. But it's just, the one key thing is, like everybody has stated, the person's got to be able to help themselves, won't help. And they've got to take the first step to getting that help. We can't force the help on her. We can't force her to do anything. She is above 30 years old. She's above 21. She's above 18. She is now deemed an adult. Nobody can force her to do anything.
But mentally, she's not. And you've seen that.
Yes, I have seen that. But the problem is she was not diagnosed with that. If she would have been diagnosed with something like that back when she was a kid, probably none of this would have been happening.
So I just thank God daily that Kevin K-Dog's family was well in place and well able to take on these babies.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I had went up there that day in court to stand up for the kids. Catherine called me. She said, would you mind going up to the courthouse and standing up for the kids? And I told her, I said, you know that's going to be a bad idea. You know that's not going to go over too well. She said, please. I said, okay. I went up there. I told the guardian ad litem, I said, one grandmother will take the oldest. That's my mother-in-law.
Right.
Catherine was going to take 3 of them.
Right.
And me and Mike had already decided we was going to take 1 of them.
Which they don't need to be split up, and DCF doesn't.
But
we don't agree with that.
them all being in the family, they still would have had complete access to everybody.
Right. Well, I
mean, I'm only 4 miles from my mother-in-law right now. Yeah, I'm only 4 miles from my mother-in-law.
So you can honestly say the children are where they need to stay. I mean, there's a lot of people. I agree. They're where they need to be. They are where they need to be.
The one thing that hurt me the worst, and I still can't believe she actually done it, made that video of her crying and going down to the boat ramp and then sending it to Jay. That's going to fuck with that boy's mind bad.
Absolutely. That was absolutely the icing on the cake. She's unfortunately.
I mean, that right there, I didn't even see it until recently. And I'm like, please tell me she did not do that.
Miss Cindy, do you think maybe Ashley's gone to like a mental health facility to maybe get her stuff together? Because that's what I'm hearing. I mean, I'm not hearing it. I'm seeing it. I'm not sure how true it to be, but I mean, that would be great if she did.
Absolutely. Good point, Meg.
What? Somebody said she's gone there?
That would actually be awesome if she has, because she needs.
Yeah, if she could actually get help, that would be perfect. So,
Oh, country girl, have you seen her with Kay? Reddit also said stuff about the goat too, so I take that with a grain of salt. And Miss Cindy, they also said, Miss Country Girl said Reddit saying that she's with Kay. Reddit makes up a lot of stuff also.
Well, I know
they
this.
also said the goat stuff, but
I know this. That's why every time I read Reddit, and yes, I get a freaking kick out of what they're saying because of how wild their imagination is.
I mean, I think some of them could write stellar novels, but
probably.
Damn, yeah, for real.
The court won't be able to force her to do that unless a family member steps up. And with me being not blood related, it's going to have to be
A judge would have to order that. It would have to be signed by a judge.
right. But one of the closer relatives, grandmother, father, is going to have to step up and say, we need help getting her help. And that's going to be still left up to the judge. So, yeah.
So if A came to you today and was able to get every one of those children back, what would you do to help her? I'm just doing.
The problem is,
y'all are on social media.
I can support her, not physically, not this way, because we're struggling. But the thing is, morally, I can help her. If she will help it, take it.
Like,
But I'm not going to help her as long as she continues to lie.
Right. And I think she needs to take accountability and do some time on healing herself, because without her being healthy and in the right mind, spiritually, emotionally, physically, the whole way 360.
The problem is
she's not going to get those children back.
No, and as long as she's with, what do y'all call him, K-Dog?
Right.
As long as she's with him, he's the one started her on this downfall.
Or with any man.
Yeah, once I lost mine, I didn't care. I didn't even go into being with a man or anything. I was just trying to do this to myself. But she needs to work on this part first.
Can she go back to BB with nobody, just herself, to heal, to be able to get herself together? Would y'all allow that? Would y'all
I don't have no say so in that. It would be left up to her, my grandmother-in-law.
I'm asking, like,
but
she
Kay, I doubt if Kay could come.
If K-Dog's not in the, absolutely, and that's the way it should be, because she needs time to herself. And again,
she does. She needs to.
Because
she needs to.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
The thing is, she needs to deal with her inaccuracies down in here.
She needs a safe haven right now to heal from all that, and it's going to take months, could be years.
Exactly.
Her children are safe where they are. I in no way support I see what she could have.
I see it, Survivor.
But I just think that she needs
I've never hated the girl.
To not have to sit there and spread her legs, and I'm just going to call it out what it is. Sorry.
Well, I wasn't going to.
Well, I am, because I've seen it working with different people, and we're down to the nitty gritty. Like y'all's business is everywhere out here on.
Yeah, I know it.
So and it's hard to turn face to it and get off of it, because you're like, Lord God, what's going to happen today? And then.
Well, I've done everything I can not to speak on that,
and that's understandable. But would y'all give her a willing, healthy, safe environment by herself, just her? Could you say that? Could you?
I can't.
You, Cynthia, you being you, not go down there, cause trouble for her. And I've
not been going down there.
I understand.
I've not seen my dad since that last time I went down there.
Hypothetically, because I know BB will take her back. I know that's her granddaughter. I mean, come on. What grandmother would not? Because she needs somewhere safe to go to heal. Whether she gets the kids back or not, point blank, plain and simple.
Like I said, it's not left up to me whether my mother-in-law allows it or not.
And I do.
I do not speak for her.
You and Mike, would y'all allow that to happen?
As long as she's respectful to my mother-in-law, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Of course, and she will be, because she holds the utmost respect for BB. She's hurt from what I've seen. And again, I do not uphold absolutely not. I've seen it in every live what she's done to her children, and I do not agree with it. And I pray that the children stay where they're at until she can get a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And that is not within days. It's not within months. And hell, probably won't be in years. But do
Well,
I take it
unfortunately,
with a
I've got to
pinch
get
of
off of here because I'm supposed to be in that meeting
All right,
too.
good talking to you, chick. Thanks, Meg. Appreciate you.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
All right,
You
bye.
too. Bye, y'all. Really, Meg?